am I God? If we are made in the image of God, then what else can you be? And that's the secret that's been hid from us for so long. That God and man is one. We live under a system that promotes the separation of church and state, which implies taking God out of the affairs of men. You see, we don't believe those things. Because when you separate God from man, now you have man wanting to be like God instead of being God. And this is what moved Adam out of the garden. You see, we attempt to be like God, and that's where we go astray. When we simply have to just be God, just be. But instead we want to make our own laws. We want to shun the laws of nature and adapt our own because we want to be like God. Allah has made all of creation with instituted laws. And to submit to those laws, which is within our nature, is what gives us happiness. Is what brings us content. But you see, man is foolish. Man always likes the things that are harmful to him. If it smells good, if it tastes good, if it looks good, then man is all for it, no matter the consequences. Because man became emotional instead of using his logic and intelligence to be prudent. Man is God. God works for man through man. This is why we cannot sit about and hope for a change. We have to get up and do for ourselves. Allah blesses a child that has his own, not that begs from another. And that's what we have been converted into, a beggar nation. A people that's over 60 million strong, more than many nations around the world are, but yet do not produce or provide for themselves. That is a beggar nation. That is a captive nation. And we must no longer be those things. We live in an information age. The whole world has now been revealed to us. And we are the rejected cornerstone. It's clear and it's simple, and we must have this understanding. If not, then we'll continue to look at others. And while we're looking at these others, they are still in our birthright. Because we continue to lack faith within ourselves. Because we think that God can't love me. God will never bless us. We'll never get it together as a people. Then you might as well throw away your scriptures. Because that's the fulfillment of the scriptures. It's when we unify. It's when we come together. And it is a promise. It must happen. However, there are evil men that attempt to combat these plans. And these are the open enemies of God. So it's important for us to come into the realization that God and man is one. That if you are made in God's image, how can you be anything less than a God? If you are the son of a king, then how can you be anything less? If your father is a king, it doesn't make you a peasant. It doesn't make you a slave. It makes you a prince, the next in line to the heir, to sit on the royal throne. So if we are made in God's image, and truly we are, then man must know that man is God.